Hey guys, so we're gonna discuss some lore today. Let's see, have you ever heard about Blackfly? Well, there's a scientist who, used to work for, Captain Midas before Captain Midas became a supervillain, who was a very different type of character. Well, Blackfly used to work on a bunch of projects for him, for the big company, because, well, they were an arms manufacturer, and they also had big ambitions of, being able to become the biggest company in the world. And part of the project that Blackfly turned him into a villain was the teleportation experiment. And teleportation experiment was basically setting up a couple of portals to try and replace you. And they were planning on replacing like Amazon and stuff with it because they thought they could deliver packages through it and also deliver people. In fact, it was one of the tests to deliver people through it that, got Blackfly, got his DNA scrambled with a Blackfly. And if you don't know what a Blackfly is, it's a type of parasitic fly. It's a very real thing. And it's sort of like a little horsefly, yeah. Yeah, Blackfly was kind of a questionable sort before that. Him being a rather less than ethical scientist, but having a respectable and paying job. And then getting a Blackfly, it turned out getting part of his body, turned into a Blackfly, might have, contributed him to becoming, very bloodthirsty and, and well, kind of led to him becoming much more of an evil scientist, yeah. And the thing that really, and yeah, basically he became sort of like, basically he went from being kind of a questionable scientist to being sort of like the lizard. The Blackfly took over his personality and everything, and made him kind of very thirsty for blood, and he became able to command hordes and hordes of parasitic insects, especially Blackflies. So basically, he can be like Mr. Mosquito and, suck out a whole bunch of blood and, give himself a big power buff, on top of having the abilities of mad science. This affinity for wanting to suck blood would get him in trouble with superheroes, which would eventually cause him to, end up becoming a Red Moon mad scientist. Yeah. And he became the leader of Red Moon Science Division, and and he started being used to make weapons and robots to fight against superheroes. In fact, I believe one of the things he forged, trying to kill anybody was, making a bunch of, Thunderbolt iron swords, which are, the ultimate anti-fairy weapon. Of course, one of the projects that Blackfly was actually involved in before, he became a mad scientist, he actually was responsible for Glitch's project, for the Project Glitch, which, Glitch was a girl that died and, was Captain Midas's daughter back when he was just a regular dude before he became a supervillain himself. And they thought, hey, why not put her soul inside the internet? And then their father was like, nah, we're gonna turn her into a weapon behind her back. And they kind of experimented on her and turned her into a living glitch entity. However, she was too much of an innocent, pure little being to go along with the three vills. They didn't want to commit like cyber terror or anything, so they were like kind of rejected her and put her on stasis for that. I kind of just abandoned her and left her behind. And that was rather cold, wasn't it? Yeah. A good thing. But Glitch did cause a little bit of trouble because she wanted to reconnect with her father, and kind of turned the city that I was protecting into kind of a big hellish glitch matrix, I decided to help her out, calm her down, and she kind of became one of my closest friends. Well, all indirectly because Blackfly was, because indirectly a Blackfly, but, he was just basically ordered to do it, basically by her father. Because her father was basically an arms contractor, yeah. Yeah, he was big. Yeah, Captain Midas was very big into the arms industry, to the point that he was basically a war profiteer, and that's kind of the things that led Captain Midas to becoming kind of a bad guy. He went from being a less than reputable businessman and war profiteer, and and to having more and more ambitions to try and become the biggest company ever. And part of the thing he would try to do to eliminate competition was, hey, I'm gonna become a pirate. A high-tech pirate with a high-tech airship, and I'm gonna get rid of the competition, yes, so that my business will be the only one that flourishes. Of course, you think with all the money he would make, you would know not to get in business with Red Moon. After all, Luminous Knight is very well known for being kind of crazy. Anyway, that's all I have to share for right now. I'll share some more later, I promise.